All right, y'all. Welcome back to Case Says. Today we're going to be doing a reading on John Singleton. If you guys don't know who that is, he is a black, I believe, producer, director. I think he was most known for like Boys in the Hood, and other movies like that. And back in that space and time. He was also dubbed with helping musicians transfer over into the acting world. Okay, so guys, he died kind of mysteriously. As well, it seems like they all do. If I'm doing a tarot reading on him, he died mysteriously. I didn't see where anybody else did a reading on him. So we need to do it. So guys, case says ends. Let's get down to the bottom of it and figure out what happened to John Singleton. Okay, so angels, ancestors, allow me to see and hear the messages clearly. Allow me to feel the messages as well. Take my bias out of the reading. Put a fiery wall of protection around me, my home, my family, and fancy. Um, that's it. All right, guys. So angels, bring me John Singleton. Angels, bring me John Singleton. Angels, bring me John Singleton. We're going to fill this deck with the intention and the spirit of John Singleton so we can get down to the bottom of what happened to him. Okay, let's go through the deck really quickly just to make sure that everything is upright and that they are kind of shuffled from the last reading. All right, guys, how y'all feeling? Listen, it's November now. We are definitely in the fall. It's cocoa time. It's auburn hair time. It's boots time. It's cute sweater time. This is my time of the year. Okay, let's get down to it. So, where is my where is okay, I got it. I should say, where's my book? I need my hand it then the book. I got it. Okay. Angels, tell me, who is John Singleton? Tell me about him. Tell me about John Singleton. Tell me about John Singleton, angels. Tell me about John Singleton. Okay. Let's figure out what's going on here. So we got the Page of Cups. We got the Nine of Swords. We got the I believe this is the Ten of Swords. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, it's the Eight of Swords. My bad. It's the Eight of Swords, the Ace of Pentacles, the Four of Cups, and the King of Pentacles. Okay. And the bottom of the deck energy is this Five of Pentacles. Okay, so there's definitely some emotions to unpack here. So what we're first being led to decipher is the Five of Pentacles is the major underall theme for all of these cards. So let's look up the Five of Pentacles and see what's happening here as it relates to John Singleton. All right, so definitely it's a card of poverty and a card of feeling down and out, going through some type of loss, some type of misfortune, some type of unemployment. Okay, I'm getting it. I'm feeling like he was blackballed. Blackballed. I'm hearing dwindling resources, hard times. Um, he turned his back on God when he was going through these tough times as well. Health problems. The realization that money can't buy you happiness. It's something that he was definitely living, that particular phrase. Um, yeah, he had definitely fallen on hard times, and he's also realizing that money can't buy you love. So this is some type of actualization that the person that you're with is only with you for money and not with you while times are not at their greatest. Um, I don't know. If he was trying to, hmm, I don't know if a legal situation brought this about, as far as a judgment he had to pay or what. But if he had, I'm hearing if I had or if he had, uh, not really turned his back on God, things would have really turned around for him. Um, yeah. So he at the end, or even right before the end, he felt like he had no one, and that everybody that was around him was snakes. And he felt that he was now being blackballed and locked out of opportunities, and he was being locked out of like the party. I don't know. He was locked out of a place that he once had admittance to, but now he didn't have admittance to this area, this place, these people, these things, opportunities, stuff like that. Okay. Then the first card out the deck is Page of Cups. So let's see, what does this tell us about John? Page of Cups. This just seems like it's going to be a very serious reading. Page of Cups. So, who he is. Of course, we know that to be a director and everything like that, you had to have some type of good perception and view and empathetic insight on someone else's story in order to create it, to be for it to be relatable, for it to be a piece of art for people to appreciate, and for people to, you know uh take something out of it because it is relatable. So it's just telling me that his imagination was vast, and he had really great intuition, and he almost had like and he was kind of like an introvert. He wasn't very out there and wanted to be, of course, in front of the camera. He was more very much a recluse, and an introvert, and wanted to be behind the scenes and behind the camera, which is what we know him as his job title. He wanted to create stuff that was thought provoking and started conversations. He wanted to make people think. He wanted to invoke emotions about topics that people were scared to talk about, and yeah, he wanted to move the needle. Is what I'm hearing. What else? He was trying to start some type of new project that he thought would really um, get him out of this financial rut that he was in. Um, and he had a fondness for working in solitude. He again, he didn't need I'm feeling like he liked to be alone. He didn't need to be around people, um because he needed space to let his mind do his thing. He needed space to let his mind create and paint and immerse himself in this new world that's his new project. And that's how he was able to bring everything, the projects that he did bring us to life, because he had already thought it up, dreamed it, seen them talking. He imagined it. He completely just secluded himself and immersed himself in this reality of the project that he was creating. Um, Let me see. Now again, when we see this card, we might it could come out about something about some type of sexuality thing and all of that may be some underlining thread to the situation, because the Five of Pentacles talked about a illness, and then now the first card after that is some homosexuality. So I don't know if that was again, but this card does represent that. So I guess we'll hear more in the reading if that's the case. Okay. Let's see what else is going to tell me about him. I don't know if he may have been starting a new relationship, or um was talking about wedding plans with somebody. I don't know if it was maybe this younger guy that maybe this Page of Cups could be talking about or represented. I don't know. Let me see. Or some type of homosexual person influenced a situation that caused this. Okay. Ooh. So I don't know, y'all. Um. Yeah. So again, it's just talking about I don't know. As a child, maybe he had effeminate tendencies, or maybe if his yeah. Or I don't know if this is somebody that he knows, but again, I told the angels to tell me who he is, and yeah. And again, if that's not the case, then I understand. But okay, and it's just also again reaffirming that this is somebody who studies and learns in solitude. Okay, so now we're brought to the Nine of Swords, which is again the Nightmare card, which can also be attributed to darkness being cast upon somebody, and representing somebody being spiritually attacked. Okay, um, so it's giving me the same thing for him as well. Sleepless nights, up worrying about different things. I'm also hearing again about the premonitions and the dreams. Mm, it's like I'm hearing like he felt like death was near. Um, Something about his worst fear was about to materialize. It was something about, but guys, I'm thinking it's this gay stuff. I didn't even see this coming though. So I'm thinking that somebody either this young lover was going to speak up about their sexual escapades, or the young lover gave him news that he infected him. I don't know yet, but that's what I'm feeling so far. Um so it's like he was starting, so John himself was feeling this way because he didn't want this secret to get out. This secret to get out, okay? Um I'm hearing it's something I always wanted to hide. I never wanted to be one of them. So this is John speaking, y'all. I never wanted to be one of them flamboyant faggot motherfuckers. That's what I'm hearing. Is what he's saying. Okay, and he said so. He's like, what my sexuality has nothing to do with my work or who I am as a man. That's what I do behind closed doors. But what I do behind closed doors, I was almost being extorted um, in a way of it coming out. And I never wanted, and in this day and age that we lived in, that would have overshadowed my works, simply because of what I did in the bedroom. Okay, so That seems to be him confirming it, guys. So, from the Nine of Swords, we go to the Eight. So the Eight of Swords is telling us about somebody being physically trapped, their intellectual work being stolen. So I'm hearing set up. They set a trap for me, and they boxed me in. I felt boxed in. It was a catch-22 I was presented with, and I was boxed in. And it's like I would pay them off, and then somehow something else would come up, and then I got to keep that a secret. So it was like this cycle of never getting from up under them. Um hmm they put some type of somebody, I don't know who these people is, but they put some type of like a vice grip on his intellectual properties. Um and he was like, I couldn't even create because I kept worrying about this. Um almost like a It was almost like a creator's block, a writer's block, if you will. Um he was like, I didn't want to start a new project and put all my money and resources behind it and get investors for it to be derailed with shit about me. But this is also talking about death um as well on this card. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This damned if you do, damned if you don't. That's a catch-22. Um yeah, so it's like he just felt there was no way out from up under these people, whoever put these constraints on him. The next thing we get is the Ace of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles. Let's see, what else does this tell us about John Singleton? Ace of Pentacles. So there was going to be some type of new beginning with money that he kept trying to focus on. I don't know if he was getting bailed out. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. A helping hand. I don't know if he was getting bailed out. Somebody was bailing him out. I don't know if it's a bank or a person was going to bail him out because they believed in the project and they wanted to give him money for this new project, whatever he had maybe in the works. Um, with his untimely death. I don't know if somebody will take it and then put their name on it. I don't know how, stuff is really tricky dicky in Hollywood. So yeah, they did some, whoever this person was that gave him some money, they was just like, they didn't want to see him down bad like this. And he was like, I believe in your project. I know that when it take off, you'll be able to pay me back. It's all good. Um, I don't know if he had reluctance with taking it. And it's also, and this, now we can go back a bit because now this card, it can also speak to some type of sexuality and sexual fulfillment and hmm, talking about somebody's body, somebody's health, and tangible physical realities. Um, I don't know if he this is also just talking about how he was comfortable with his body. Maybe he liked to walk around nude around his home and be outside writing or what have you. But anyway, somebody was trying to give him money to help fund a new project. So then this takes us to the Four of Cups. A Four of Cups. So this was feeling like, even though he got the money, maybe he got the money, right? And he still was feeling like, maybe I'm disillusioned with the project, or now that I got the money, I feel like my creative juices somehow is gone. Because something, you know what, guys, it's something about a starving artist, and when you're and that desperosity that kind of can ooze through the art, because it's like this, you bet the house on it, you know what I mean? Like, this has to make it. It's a different air to it, you know what I mean, when you're a starving artist and you produce something. So it's like, soon as that starving artist in him, the light of that got damned out, or like cupped out. Sorry, I got the book all right here in the camera. Cupped out. Um, it took away his passion. It took away his passion to want to create. Yeah. Somehow. Yeah, I understand how that would happen though. Let's see. And he kind of got distracted, and he kind of fell into a little bit of a depression, because he was like, damn, I just had my creative juices flowing. Um hmm. And he just, tried to take his time to meditate and contemplate before proceeding in the project. So he tried to clear his head for this project that was coming up. Then next we're led to the King of Pentacles. So I don't know who this king is, but this has a lot to do with who he is right here. This King of Pentacles. This may represent him. Let's see. Okay. So what this tells me about John, of course, is he used to have wealth, and or maybe his wealth was coming back from this place of the Five of Pentacles. Ownership of his projects was very important to him. He wasn't trying to do deals that left him stripped of any future residual money or anything like that. Um, I don't know. Somehow his income started to really increase or level out. I don't know how, but it did. He got his mojo back, is what I'm hearing. He got his mojo back, and he was able to produce a project that was going to be a success. So even though he wasn't, he envisioned him. So this isn't a reality. This isn't a reality. He envisioned himself like this, sitting here. He envisioned himself like the King of Pentacles, but he wasn't the King of Pentacles. He just envisioned himself that this will all lead to he'll be back on top to the King of Pentacles. Okay, so that's John's mind state up until the end here. Um, so let's find out how did he die? How did you die, John? How did you die? What killed you? How did you die? That's a lot of cards. Come on now. 3 to 5 cards, angels, please. How did you die, John? How did you die? I'm feeling very sleepy. I'm feeling like my jaw hurts. How did you die? I'm hearing work to death. Work to death. Um, I was working for my freedom to have the family life that I envisioned. But how was it that they kill you? I'm confused. Um, Bottom of the deck is the Nine of Cups. I don't know. How did they kill you? I said how did they kill you, and how did you? I said how did you die? How did you die? How did you die, John? And it's saying, let's go with this Eight of Pentacles and see what this is talking about. How did you die? Oh. So this is just about somebody working. Somebody that's self-employment. Working on a project. How did you die? Working on a project. Essentially, is what it's saying. The question was, how did you die? The first card is working on a project. Um, Maybe he was in his office. He was in his office. Somebody offered, or somebody wanted him. Somebody presented him. Let me see. He was working on. Okay, got it. I said, how did they kill you? Something about in his office working on a project. So he can get it to where it was good enough to be presented, um, to be viewed, to be viewed. That's what I'm hearing. Okay. And were you murdered? Were you murdered, John? Were you murdered? So we're getting the Two of Wands, we're getting the Hermit, and we're getting the Six of Wands. So it appears that yes, he was murdered. And then it's coming back to us with the Eight, because that first card out when we start talking about you dying or whatever, the first card out was the Eight, and now we got six and we got seven, eight. So it's another eight. So it seems like some type of sacrifice. Um, were you murdered? The first card he gives me is the Two of Wands. Something about a business partner on this venture, an investor, a business partner with this venture. Um, hmm. So this new business partner was saying that, you know, This hard work is going to bring us success. And I'm hearing negotiations, some type of business partner. Mm. Something about negotiations and a business partner. And then we're led to the Hermits. I believe that's number 9 in the Major Arcana. So whatever that message is, it has a lot to do with where you murdered. Um, they knew that it would be easy to kill him because he's alone a lot. Um, and the business partner was like connected like in some type of order, but John wasn't, and he was like, dude, if uh you get in bed with them, this project can take off and we can get our money back. Like, yeah, we can do it the way you talking about, but we're not gonna see as much money. So it's like, this seems like the business partner was trying to talk him into something that really wasn't him. um I'm hearing like this business partner was like a wolf in sheep's clothing. um I don't know. It seems like from time to time, John will go kind of like off the grid, and nobody could really get in contact with him. Something about the business partner didn't like that. I don't know. And then we get to the Six of Pentacles. I mean, Six of Wands. Let me quit putting this book in the camera's way. The Six of Wands. I keep yawning. I don't know why. Um, Somebody wanted to then get him out of the way and take credit and the accolades for this project. So I don't know if he was presented with some type of award and somebody stood up on his behalf. Whoever that person is had a lot to do with why John Singleton is no longer here. So somebody wanted John working hella hard, knowing that they was gonna take him out, or somehow John pissed this person off and was like, and the person already had in their head like, hey, if he, I can always just take him out the way and just take credit for the work. Boom, boom, boom. Um, but yeah, something like that. That's what I'm feeling. I don't know who this business partner was though, but it's getting that was a yes that he was murdered. Um, let's ask who killed you. Who killed you, John? Some type of female or some type of female-esque male. Um, may have given him some type of drug, some type of paralytic, or shot him up with some type of paralytic. And kind of put him in some type of self-induced coma. Um, So I don't know if this female that maybe shows as his wife, and then this lover that's gay, they conspire together. But that's what's coming out as to who killed you. So poison and some type of sleeping agent. That's why I kept yawning. I'm like, why do I keep yawning? So some type of paralytic and some type of sleeping agent, and um, two people, two females, maybe one female and one gay male did this. Interesting. And why did they want you dead, John? Why did they want you dead? For his works, his accomplishments, his works, his catalogs, um, the residuals, the rights, the publishing, whatever that is, whatever that means in his world. They wanted that. They wanted his works. They wanted what he was working on. They wanted his projects. They wanted the past projects and the future projects. They wanted all in themselves, and they were just going to comprise that like a catalog and sell that to sell it. I'm just hearing he was just sitting on money and didn't know what to do with it, and he didn't want to take our advice because he said that he wanted to own his own stuff and he wanted everybody to own his stuff. So, but he was holding us back because we was in financial ruin. All because he wanted to own his stuff, but he was brought to financial ruin on purpose so he would be in a vulnerable spot to sell his stuff. You see what I'm saying, y'all? So that's what it appears to be. That's what it appears to be. So I'm going to end the reading there. John Singleton, I appreciate you for coming. I wish you peace and tranquility and blessings. Angels sever the tie. Angels sever the tie. Angels sever the tie. Thank you for bringing John, angels, and ancestors. Thank you for your guidance and your wisdom. Guys, if I left out any questions, feel free to leave those down in the comment section for a part 2. Um, yeah. So until next time, guys, vibrate higher, seek the truth, and carpe diem.